Light Band is here helping us to remember the 9/11, and we're paying tribute to those who lost their lives on that day, and they're here helping us out. All this morning, we're talking about memorials that are happening throughout the local community, and Brittany has one this morning to talk about in Clio.
That's right, our own Brittany Noble, as she is out the Clio Fire Department as they are preparing for their annual memorial this weekend. Hey, good morning, Brittany. How's it going over there?
Oh, good morning, guys. Listen up. Chief Damaris and I were talking during the break, and he was telling me about what he had to go through to get this piece of the World Trade Center here. And I want you guys to hear his story. Exactly what did you guys have to do?
Well, in 2009, we were notified that pieces of steel might possibly be available to fire departments around the country. We had to put together an application that told how we were going to use the steel, about what size it would be, how we would memorialize it, how we would utilize it to best protect or to provide information and so on for the public.
Okay, and very quickly, guys, I know that we showed the Frankenmuth. They had a piece of steel. Theirs was covered, and they kind of protected theirs, but you guys decided you weren't going to do that. Tell me why that is.
Well, we want it to be as much like original. The day that it happened, when the towers went down, this is the way the steel ended up being, and that's we wanted to leave it in that condition.
All right, but it's something that's very, very special to them, and we're going to tell you about how special it is to them and kind of go over this flag that they have hanging up here.
We're going to be continuing our 9/11 coverage this whole morning, and we have Brittany Noble. She's at the Clio Fire Department as they are preparing for their annual memorial this weekend. Hey, Brittany, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Janet. As promised, Chief Damaris is going to talk to us about how they got this flag here, and it's a very interesting story. Talk about who gave this to you.
I don't recall the gentleman's name, but on the 5th anniversary, we had a ceremony. The gentleman was a driver, is a driver of a semi-truck. He'd had his semi-truck painted and depicted all of the World Trade Center scenes, listed all of the names of the police, fire, and the airline passengers and crew that died in the attacks. He was contacted by someone in the community. He came to the service 5 years ago and presented us with this flag with all the names of the emergency services people on it.
Kind of talk to me about the importance of this flag to you guys.
Well, it's like the steel and other mementos. It really makes you think when you actually read the names of the firefighters, the police officers that died. It makes it a little more personal. Makes you remember that this wasn't just an event, but it was an event that changed many people's lives.
We're talking to Jim Salo today. He's the chaplain at Burton Police Department, also at MSP.
Right.
Good morning to you. At Flint Perani Arena this Sunday, area police, firemen, all commemorating the 10th anniversary of 9/11, and everyone is welcome to come.
Event for all of Genesee County,
right.
Especially civilians as well as police, fire, and EMS. We have a parade of emergency vehicles going right through downtown Flint, coming out on the freeway and going down to Perani Arena. We start with the Flint Scottish Pipe Band playing Amazing Grace to start the service.
And we have them in our yard right now.
Very patriotic. We're going to sing the national anthem together. We're going to say the pledge to the flag as a whole crowd. And we have tremendous speakers and Grace Emmanuel Baptist Choir, some soloists, and Sheriff Pickell, Bob Pickell, is our keynote speaker.
That's cool. And now, why do you feel it's important that everybody gets out this weekend to at least attend a memorial?
I think what I've heard all throughout the weekend, I agree with. We need to remember. We need to remember. And for our generations, including mine, this is our Pearl Harbor.
Right.
My parents remember Pearl Harbor. I will never forget this, and I'm already teaching my grandkids about this.
Oh, wow, Jim. Thanks a lot so much. Frankenmuth is now home to a piece of the World Trade Center history. This 10-foot-long piece is from the wreckage of the World Trade Center on September 11th during those terrorist attacks. Now stands in front of the Frankenmuth Fire Department. Local firefighters say that having a piece of history keeps them in mind of those who were lost that day.
The big thing was fire service. 343 firefighters died on that day, several cents from numerous diseases from the area. So we wanted to remember our fellow firefighter brothers.
And the cost of that memorial is estimated at $10,000 to $12,000. And that is the Flint Scottish Pipe Band remembering September 11th with us on this Friday morning, 2 days before the 10th anniversary. Welcome back. We're joined live with Bob Nelson, Director of Operations with the Boys and Girls Club, and he's actually talking about a Facebook page. It's called I Will Volunteer for the 9/11 Tribute. Just talk about, I know that Boys and Girls Club does a lot of volunteering, and this is what this Facebook page is all about. It's about giving back, especially around this time.
Yeah. Well, the whole premise of the page is American Express has been a huge supporter of 9/11, and even the new monument that's going to be erected in remembrance of the event. So how we're linked into this is that our kids are all about social media. I mean, I think every kid between the ages of, probably 10 and 17 has a Facebook page. So one of the ways that we can link community service to the kids that we service is by utilizing this social media outlet and kind of getting them aware of events that are in their community, as well as on top of the things that we already do with them. So. And
all people have to do is just go to search I Will Volunteer, and then that page should come up, and you like the page. And I see people that are just writing down like what they're doing in their communities and how they're volunteering. And
yeah, there are national events coming up, especially around 9/11 itself, and I guess the whole goal of the page is to get a million volunteers to commemorate 9/11. So I think it's fantastic. It's a great thing, and like I said, with kids being as involved in social media as they are today, it's a perfect fit.
All right, Rob, thank you. And 2 days away from the 10th anniversary, we leave you with the Flint Scottish Pipe Band as we remember the thousands of lives lost.